Welcome, this is another segment of Qdoma TV. Today, we're going to talk about an event that happened to Qdoma. Well, a few days ago, I lost my phone in the streets. If you're wondering how this happened, well, I was walking and I was really tired on my way to work. And I guess when I took my phone out and I looked at the time and I went to put it back in my pocket, I missed the pocket. My phone ended up in limbo. Who knows what happened to it, or who has it, or if it is destroyed. Now, when I got to work, I realized I had no phone. This knowledge was not well placed in my mind. So, basically, what I had to do, I had to call up my Sprint company, in which I'm with, tell them I lost my phone. And they asked me, they said, well, do you got insurance on the phone? I said, no, I don't have insurance on the phone. Well, then they redirected me and they told me, well, the best that they could do, they gave me an option, was to go to Sprint.com and get a refurbished phone. I looked on there, they had a few phones. I picked one. It didn't take very long. It only cost me, like $49.99, something like that. Overall, I think maybe with shipping and handling, probably 50 something. Got the phone. Alright, mind you, I had been without a phone for I say a day or so. I was already pissed off about that. I lost all the numbers, everything. Gone. Some numbers I had to go to long extensions to recover. Now, I want to show you the phone that I got. This is the Sprint phone I got. It's a Sanyo SCP-2700. Nice color, blue, easy accessible buttons, they glow, all that good stuff. Not too bad, right? Okay. Well, this is when the horror comes in. I got everything. It came in the mail. Great. All that good stuff. I've even managed to program the phone myself without the use of another phone. All fine and dandy. Did that. It took a couple of hours. I was here, setting, fiddling with stuff, all that good stuff. And then, I don't know, I went to charge the phone. After inputting the phone numbers, the special ringtones next to the numbers, all that good stuff. And I noticed, I said, well, there's no indicator on the phone that's telling me that it's charging. I thought to myself, I said, well, maybe it's something I'm not seeing here. Maybe it's something wrong with the charger. I had already considered this. I tried other chargers. I tried hooking it up to the computer. Didn't work. Total fail. Then, I opened up the phone. I looked at the battery. Made sure the battery was in. I reset the phone. Still nothing. Then what I ended up doing, I ended up calling Sprint again. I told them what the deal was. Sprint told me it was, to go to a Sprint store. That there was nothing they could do on their end. Like, okay, fine, That's like, that kind of sucks, but I'll deal with it. Alright. Today, took the phone down to the Sprint store. In this area, mind you. They told me there was nothing they could do. Soon as I mentioned I had no insurance, it was just as bad as being wounded and running into the ER. As soon as you say you don't have insurance, we're refusing you. I can't deal with that. I was like, I need a phone now. I don't feel like sending this back, going back to .0 again. It doesn't make any sense. So while I was out, I saw Verizon. I was saying to myself, I said, look, I'm with Sprint, and I need a phone. I need a phone. I need to stay connected. I'm sorry, that's my livelihood. I can't do nothing without my phone. I'm not saying in the sense that literally it's like another part of my body, but unfortunately we live in the 21st century. Everyone has a cell phone. This is just how it is. I went to Verizon. I told them what the situation. They said, oh, that sucks. And I said, yeah. And I was looking at the prepaid phones, and I picked up one. I'm with Verizon. No plan, mind you. No plan. It's pay as you go. It came with a little warranty there, which is cool. Altogether, it came up to like 108. That sort of thing. Cool. And got it turned on. If you're wondering what the phone looks like, this is what the phone looks like. Looks like this. Basic flip phone. Nothing special about it. The charger and everything works with it. No problems. Only thing is, that phone is really old school, so I kind of have to get back in the mode of, working that type of phone. If I want to get something nicer, I can. So, I'm not locked in. That sort of thing. And if I lose it, it's not so much a big issue. So, the stuff is normalizing a little bit. Now, with all that, I called up Sprint. Said I'm gonna make the final decision to cancel my plan with Sprint. I've been with them for like a year. I paid my bills on time all the time, even within advance. And I pretty much managed to keep up with my phone for the most part. I talked with the operator. I told them what I went through. They switched me over to the accounts department. I talked to one of the main people that deals with that, and I told them, I said, look, it's nothing personal. If you can, even if you could get me another phone, even though it was $50 thrown away, I'm not gonna hold it. I'm not gonna hold a grudge. Most people, they go nuts over this stuff. They curse out, the operators and this, that, and another, all that good stuff. Of course, mind you, they're recording every bit of it. But I was pretty polite about it, and I even made some suggestions. with the, I told them, I said, look, I went to Verizon. Look, I'm not trying to say, Verizon's better than you or whatever, like, but I just put it to you and say, look, I know y'all are competitors, but I think you could probably learn something from your competitor. Even if you just took that one thing, whatever it was, and made it better. Dare to be better. That's one thing. Dare to be better. It's like having PC and an Apple computer. Apple computers are great, but like with anything else, everything has its pros and cons. Lo and behold, if Apple computer breaks, then you got some issues. Now PCs, they have all the tech support in the world. Joke right there is the world runs on Windows. All right. Looking at all the companies that you got, Verizon, apparently, they're at the top. 106 million. Literally, that's a lot. That's a lot. AT&T Mobility, 97 million. Sprint Nextel, 51 million. T-Mobile USA, 34 million. Transfon Wireless, 17.75 million. Metro PCS, 9 million. US Cellular, 6 million. And Cricket Wireless, 6 million. These are the 8 top phone companies. Well, cell providers, that is. Not mentioning all the other no-name ones that you never heard of in a day in your life. But these are the main ones. All of them have their good points. Just like all of them have their down. None of these ones, none of these services are crappy. They all provide something good. It's just, of course, Verizon happens to be at the top. I mean, it's like that for a reason. But once again, I went to their store. They knew, they saw me, I was in need, and they hooked me up. I went to the Sprint store. That's the problem when I went to the Sprint store. They only had new phones. That doesn't work for everybody. And I told them, I said, it would have been cool if, if they would have been betterly equipped. They had more flexibility. Yeah, it doesn't help just to have this one thing. You need multiple things because not everybody's the same. That was my experience with my cell phone company thingy. Overall, I'm good for the most part. Things are normalizing. And this has been a Qdoma moment. I hope we've learned something here today. Those of y'all that have to deal with the phone company, try to maintain your composure. Everything worked out. I even managed to get out my contract, by the way. Having only to pay $68. Mind you, not $300, just $68. Yes, I had credited. I had credit already in the account. It's for being such a good customer. So, mind you, certain things go a long way. Oh, I think I did good. So I think that makes me a winner, not a loser. Even though some things were lost and some money was lost, I think things worked out pretty well. And I'm going to end this segment, and this has been a Qdoma moment. Thank you very much for listening and being there. If you got any questions or comments, like I said before, hit me up. Thank you.